AM 1170. The Answer. KCBQ.
Welcome back. AM 1170, The Answer. I am your host, Bryan Koci, with my co-host, Ricardo, and we have David. David Kreza in the hot seat today.
What's up, fellas?
What's up? So, we just talked to the owners and founders of Faveo, awesome moving company, super smart guys, really impressed. Good call, David.
It's my homies right here.
These are your homies.
Great people.
I love it. I want to talk a little bit about real estate, a little bit about rates, and as a new home buyer myself, David, tell our listeners, if you're a new home buyer in today's market, what people should look for. Give us the 30-second, 1-minute thing of what you do to help new home buyers. It's a confusing process. When I first came in, I didn't know what escrow was. Still don't really know if I know what it is.
Yeah.
Don't quiz me on it, but at least I have a better idea. So give me the 1-minute spiel about what you do to help new home buyers.
Okay, I'm actually going to steal a line from one of our fellow agents, Mike Proctor. He said we're coaches, and that really resonated with me and made sense because we coach you through the entire process. You know, starting off, you need to get approved first. You don't want to go find a home and realize, oh no, I'm in love with this home, but I'm not approved for it.
So approved by a lender, right?
Like Ricardo.
Ricardo, Team Home Loans, getting and that's pretty easy. I sat down with a lender at Team Home Loans, sat down for, well, if you guys know this lender, Jason Hall, I probably would have taken, Ricardo, how long does it normally take for a pre-approval?
Usually if you're on top of your stuff and you have all the documents that you need, within 24 hours you can get an answer. Yeah,
but how long is the sit down? What, 20 minutes?
A sit down? It depends on you, on how many questions you have, anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour.
Well, and depending if you're with Jason Hall, he'll tell you stories for years.
I'll talk your ear off, man.
So first step, get approved by a lender, someone that you trust, someone that you know. Yeah. Jason's really proud about being local San Diego, so that's huge. He always goes on his rants about other things. So local San Diego company, someone you can call, their cell phone number. Ricardo will give you his cell phone number.
Yeah, so I mean that's like Ricardo and I are doing a consult later, and we're just going to sit down with the client and find out two things. One, there's an amount you're approved for, and there's an amount that you're comfortable with paying every month. Mm-hmm. So we want to be able to find that for you, find that dollar amount. And then also from there, we're going to look at all the different areas that you're interested in, kind of find out what you do, what as a person, what do you enjoy doing, what's your lifestyle. Okay, from there we can pinpoint some of the neighborhoods and areas that we want to move to.
Awesome. So you match the person's lifestyle, and you have
like eHarmony for real estate.
eHarmony for real estate. I like it.
Come on, man.
eHarmony for real estate.
I like it.
Okay.
So you work with people, and obviously you have knowledge of the area. We have offices North Park, Carlsbad, Santee, and then you live downtown. You've lived throughout San Diego, so you have a really good vibe, I think, of the different cities.
Absolutely, man.
All right, so real quick, if I say I am looking for a place, I want lots of acreage, lots of room, not necessarily neighbors.
Montana.
All right, so you're gonna sell me a place in Montana.
You out to Montana.
You refer me out. You got someone over there. You know.
Yes,
cool.
Absolutely.
All right, but in San Diego, where am I looking?
You'd want to be East County more.
Okay.
If you want maybe Jamul, Alpine.
Okay.
Even parts of El Cajon and Lakeside.
Okay.
I was just in Lakeside yesterday, and the property was on 2 acres. And that's the same thing that people are looking for. They want some privacy. They have animals. They want, to put a big pool. They want to put a granny flat one day for their the in-laws and that to live in when they get older. So they're looking for size and looking for space.
Cool. Okay, so we got that pre-approval. You match them with their need.
Yep.
I want to go into a real quick story about pre-approval real quick.
Ruh-roh.
No, it was really good. So I, obviously, as the media manager here, I'm here every Wednesday at Whissel Wednesdays. I hear Kyle and Jason talk every week about this and that. I connect with Jason. We have our 48-hour meeting. Not really. It was about an hour long, but it was about 45 minutes of Jason chatting, which is fine. I love Jason. So
for those who don't know, Jason loves to talk. That's where the inside joke comes from.
Yeah, sorry. If you've ever heard the show or heard of the show or heard of Jason, he'll tell you how much he loves to talk. We do team training every Monday and Wednesday with Jason, which is a workout at Choose, and every time Coach Melissa says, "Oh, we've got a real chatty group," but she never says that Friday when Jason's not there.
Yeah.
It's weird how that works. But so I bought a house with Jason, with Kyle, Really cool process. I didn't know, Ricky, how fast you can refinance. So we bought the house.
Right.
We bought it FHA. We bought it 3.5% down. We had a fairly low rate because it was a good time. We bought the house. I'm like, cool, we're good. Right after that, we refinanced our cars. We bought some furniture. Good to go. We got a call back like 2 or 3 months later. Hey, you guys want to refinance? The rates are better. Well, I didn't know. No, what we did it, ran our credit. Oh, you called a bunch of credit lines now. Now your score isn't as high just because we refinanced both cars.
Right.
Like we did a whole bunch of stuff. But we refinanced a year later, maybe a year and a half later, a higher rate, but yet we still save money. So we were FHA, now we're doing some lender paid something or other. And the cool thing, when I refinanced, it didn't cost me anything. So can you kind of explain that process and how I can be at a higher rate and pay less money?
Right, absolutely. And so for a refinance, let's say you have this specific rate, right? I'm not going to get into any specifics.
Let's just say, just for the sake of argument, let's say 5%. It's a round number.
Right,
That's
okay.
high, but let's say 5%.
So let's say you have 5%. Most people think that, okay, well, I want to wait for my rate to drop, 0.5%, full percent. That's the only time it makes sense to refinance. But here's the thing is that, especially here in San Diego, home values are continuously going up, and they have been a lot, especially recently, right? And
I was looking at numbers. It's depending on the place. It's sometimes around 5 to 7%
it's about 5%
a year.
in San Diego. Yep,
It's crazy.
Exactly, yeah. And at the same time, you're paying down your loan balance every single month, right? So when you're looking at a monthly payment, it's not just about interest rate. People think it's only about interest rate. It's about how much is your loan amount, what's your loan to value, how much equity do you have in the home. So your loan to value is continuously shrinking as you pay down
because you're
that
paying it
balance.
off and it appraises for more value.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, like you said, a year later, even if rates go up, because you have a lower loan balance and a higher equity, you can get into a higher rate but still have a lower payment.
So what I think I did,
Remove that PMI.
we removed the PMI, which
That's
is
a big one too.
Yeah.
$300,
$300, yeah.
$350, something like that. And PMI, private mortgage insurance, for those that don't know. If you really know what it is, then I'm not going to be one to tell you because I don't really know. It was basically, for me, I saw it as an extra FHA or extra HOA payment.
Yeah.
It was $300 a month. I couldn't write it off on taxes. So now, although I'm at, I don't know the percent. I think it's a quarter or a half, probably not a half, but it's a higher rate, but I pay $200 less per month, and all of that is tax deductible. So that's huge.
Right.
I love that.
And one thing you mentioned too was that how quick you were able to refinance. So the general rule of thumb is you have to wait at least 6 months.
Okay.
So you could literally refinance your house every 6 months if you wanted to. Some people would say, well, it's going to cost me so much money. How much does a refi cost? Well, normally a refi can cost, several thousands of dollars. But we do what we call, no-cost refis, where nothing gets added onto the loan balance. I can't go into details of what that entails, but we do have the option where you could do a refinance, and literally it will not cost you anything.
Yeah, and I don't know exactly how we did it, and I don't know if it was strings were pulled. So if it was, hit up Jason Hall, tell him I referred you, Bryan, Koci with Whissel Realty. But I was worried that, okay, well, we're going to save $100 a month, but I'm gonna have to pay $8,000. I had no idea, and I literally never gave him my credit card. And so, even if things are being added on to the back end, I'm still paying hundreds of dollars less each year or each month. Each month, it's huge. Yeah. So I was really surprised how fast you could refinance.
Yeah, and if you don't mind, I would love to share a quick story too about that.
Yeah, I think we have. How long do we have, Todd? We got 3 minutes.
Okay, well, just really quick. Okay, so I just did a refinance for a person, and I want to share it because it was such an amazing story for me. Because this person had a hard time qualifying, income-wise. He had just moved around from different jobs, same industry, but other previous lenders. It was too weird. They weren't able to do it. He got turned down a couple times. He even went to an attorney who was like, hey, I'll help you. He charged him a couple grand. Refi never went through. He was out. I mean, took advantage of him, everything, all this. I know his daughter through like businesses that we do. And she said, hey, you know what? My dad, I don't know if there's anything you can do for him, but can you take a look at it? I looked at it. Things were really, really tight, but we were able to push it through, get it done. We paid off both cars, credit cards. At the end of the day, lowered his interest rate, lowered his payment. He's saving probably around $960 a month. right now.
Jeez. And
That's
see,
Which is
crazy.
insane.
That's crazy.
insane. Imagine you got $1,000 a month raise just out of nowhere. I mean, that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
huge.
That a month.
Yeah.
That's so awesome, and that's one of the cool things about working with a smaller company. Obviously, Team Home Loans is a branch of Synergy One Lending, huge company. But the really cool thing is working with Ricky and his team is really not just saying, nope, can't do it, and pass it on. They really look through it. They really dig through it and say, let me see. And sometimes there may be a situation, no, it's just not feasible at this time. And what's great, and I've talked with people before, and they're really not at Team Home Loans. It's not, yeah, we can do that for you. Yeah. Even though it's going to screw me over in 2 months, right?
Right. And that's why we like working with them. I mean, as a
course.
realtor, you want your buyers to be protected and be taken care of. You don't want to put them in a bad loan. You don't want, like you said, 2 months down the road, oh, it's great, I bought the house, but now I'm going to have an adjustable rate when that doesn't make sense for those people.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
and it's nice to, instead of working with big banks, I mean, I can call Ricky at any time, weekend, night, and, hey,
3 a.m. I'm going to have a recurring phone call going to Ricky. Stop
right.
calling me.
But they're always there. Whereas the big banks, they close at 5, and hey, sorry guys, you have to wait till Monday.
Yeah,
at
they
9
work
a.m.
business
It's like,
hours.
No, man. Yeah.
Do you know who else works business hours?
Not
I do.
me. I was gonna say, not
I work
me.
business
I
hours. So
wish.
trying to connect with people that do business hours.
What's
All
a
right,
weekend?
We got 1 minute left. Again, this is AM 1170. If you have any questions about Whissel Realty, about Faveo?
Faveo.
Yes. About Team Home Loans, shoot us a call. Give us a text, 619-663-7355. David,
Yeah.
Kreza, any final words? 5 seconds.
No, I mean, I hope everyone out there is doing great. Happy to see all you guys.
Bring
I've been
the
in a real
Chargers
good- I was
back
in a
to
real
San
good
Diego.
mood today.
Bring the Chargers back. All right, thank
I've
you
been
so much,
super
everyone.
geeked.
Have a great night. Have a great rest of your week. We are out.